Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you very much for stopping in today. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you feel well. I hope you're feeling the energy that is moving us forward ever so slowly, but absolutely in the direction we've been waiting for and we're continuously going to be seeing. So that brings me great joy to say to you, today's May 6, 2020, and we have a full moon in Scorpio, everyone. So that's going to mean a few things. I'll capsulize it for you. It is intensity. I mean, of all the water signs, Scorpio is definitely known for being intense. And I like the intensity in the sense that it can bring forth and to the light of the full moon unanswered questions, mysteries, which is very much a prevalent characteristic of Scorpio as well. You know, just kind of really digging deep and not stopping until we found answers. And it's going to take some doing on our part, and that's okay. A lot of us have that time. I know that I've been devoting so much time to phone calls and, online information until I've gotten answers, and only recently in the last literally 2 days from close to 2 months have I really felt that I have some concrete information that I need. So that I'm bringing forth to you too, to not give up, please, and feel too discouraged, because it's a patience that's involved, no doubt. And it's a super moon, so if you get a chance, go outside and take a look, because that just means that the moon is actually closer to us and it's just that much bigger and it's gorgeous. So we've had 2 supermoons. We had last month's in Libra and now this month. So just a lot of incredible planetary effects that are happening in addition to everything else. So if you're a little more emotional, maybe even sexually stimulated, it would definitely also be having to do with Scorpio. So just a little bit of heads up on that. And then we have the sun in Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus, through the 20th of May. And a whole bunch of planets going retrograde in the next week or so. So we'll get to that each day. Today I'm going to be reading your overall general for all signs energies for the day, and some tarot and oracle messages that I hope will clarify some things that you can resonate with. And some days you do, some days not so much. Maybe some with one oracle, but maybe not another. So stick around and see if you're feeling what I'm giving to you here. We're going to start with our I Ching coin oracle, which is one of my favorites. I've tossed the coins. I came up with today's hexagram. So if you have your own personal question right now, feel free to ask it for yourself. This is general, but it can absolutely pertain to any questions. And here is the message for everybody today. The card is Fu. The number is 24, which is a 6, which is about healing and working towards everything that's important in our life, be it finances, our jobs, our families. It's about healing those areas. And the title is Returning. Haven't gotten this in a while, but definitely had it. So let me read to you. Kun, the above part of the hexagram is Kun, earth, receptive and devoted. And below is Chen, thunder and movement. So there's always a variety of the different elements happening, the different fields, the different energies. And so the overall message for everybody today is Fu indicates that there will be free course and progress. He finds no one to disturb him in his exits and entrances. Friends come to him and no error is committed. He will return and repeat his proper course. In 7 days comes his return, advantageous in every way. This is so wonderful to me. We are starting some, like I said, movement, opening up, certainly in the East Bay, San Francisco area where I'm located. Some businesses, slowly and surely, my business has been shut down as a massage therapist since early March. No income yet, waiting, not considered essential. I beg to differ. However, I'm being patient and trusting and just sharing with you the real, reality. So the returning in 7 days. I'm told things are starting on Sunday, so I really look forward to that. I look forward to knowing more about the unemployment and the stimuluses and all that. So keep that in your mind and see if this Fu beautiful oracle has really picked up on what's actually going on in real time for us. I believe it does. And so let's move on to the tarot energies, 2 or 3 cards that we can see if they have a pattern, somewhat of a story on the energies. Today I'm using the Art Nouveau Golden Tarot. Beautiful deck I received last Christmas from my son, so I feel like it gives me extra special loving guidance that I want to share with all of us. And so let us see here if we have any shooters. Yeah, the retrogrades will be very prominent, and I've always been saying they tend to have us slow back down, not rush forward during that time, not start anything new. Just really review things you may have started that you're interested in changing your life. It can be extremely transformational with the planets that are in retrograde, and they will be Pluto retrograde, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. So, those affect so many different areas of our lives. You can look that up. And just know that it's okay to take this time and kind of review and relax, reevaluate, reconsider. Moving forward, you may have completely different feelings now as to where you want to go, where your life should be taking you. And all of it's good. Every bit of it's good. And be absolutely true to yourself. So the first energy we have, oh my gosh, the Empress. The major arcana of the Empress, everyone. The beginning, the fertilization of an idea, of an inspiration, the beginning of something that's going to be so incredibly beautiful and expansive in our lives. This is the ultimate love, a maternal love. That's obviously our source life, our higher powers, our connection with everybody on the earth, seen and unseen, guidance, giving and receiving of love. It absolutely represents giving birth to children. So many of you may be pregnant, maybe wanting to be pregnant, maybe finding out you're pregnant. And so, like that with the birth, there's the gestation period of ideas, of new inspiration, new trust, new faith. Just wonderful, wonderful upliftment from this card, which it just brings me a lot of joy even to read that and to feel that. We've got the sun shining, the weather's been incredible. And we're hearing things that we've been wanting and waiting for, and moving forward, if we're careful and we're safe, we can progress and continue to, as we knew it would happen. But this is just inviting us to remember that we have great love at all times, and let that be our guiding force. So fantastic. And so let's pull a couple others. I'm curious and hoping for even more positive messages. Okay, we have the 4 of Pentacles, or coins. This makes perfect sense. This is generally the earth quality signs of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And we have, like I said, the sun in Taurus right now. So it's definitely about the practical parts of our life, whether it be finances, food, our jobs, our relationships. It's nature and feeling grounded, being very basically methodical, pretty structured and whatnot in our desires to keep things balanced and grounded. And you know, the Four of Pentacles is definitely about kind of preserving what we have. We're not going to go crazy as far as spending right now, and I think that's very universally felt. And we're protecting what is ours, whether it be our money or our loved ones, or you know, just being, like I said, safe. And even though things are starting to open up, we're still going to probably stay a little bit more on the restrictive side. And with Saturn going, which is definitely the disciplinary energy, that planet that brings us structure, and it's for our best, but it feels confining, and certainly has in the last couple of months. Kind of being on, you know, being overly protective at this point. And it's okay to a point, but remember, the natural law of attraction is a currency in itself. It's a movement. So when you put into something, you absolutely get it back. It's just the natural law. And so being aware not to be too tight, because once we start putting a little more into the economy, a little bit more into our communities, then it will come back, and it's just going to create that beautiful reciprocal energy that's so necessary, you know, and will happen again, just as it always has in life when we've had our ups and downs, you know. So let's move along. With the love of the Empress, though, I feel great financial support, for sure. And then we have the Hierophant. Okay, so this is structured. This is, well, you know, it's a couple of things. It's more than a couple, actually. It is also a major arcana, so there's some very, very important aspects to major arcanas coming through with our messages. And let me shut this down. So we're talking about tradition, we're talking about religious and the hierarchy, the traditional way things are handled. It can be about marriage, it can be about ceremony, getting married, having children, you know, but mostly it's definitely a guided and spiritual card, so that we within ourselves recognize for ourselves what we want to do moving forward. That's going to be, you know, pretty much traditional and important for ourselves, for our families, for what we need to do. You know, we have a changing here that's a transformation that I can't even obviously articulate because it's so new. And I have visions of, for my own business, what will change. And it's not, to me, anything that's going to be outlandish. If anything, I think it's so important for life in the future, for safety reasons, for hygienic reasons, for economies, and for illnesses, that we have a whole different approach in providing us the ability to keep from ever having something like this occur in our lives again. But the thing is that it comes from a higher realm of just divine intervention and understanding and knowing within ourselves, and staying true to ourselves is what really is coming through from my guides and my intuition with this card. The other traditional meanings, yes, could be marriage, could have to do with your hierarchy of government and religious structures, but I feel like it's really your own spiritual guide giving you messages and downloads and information that's going to be for your highest good. And you'll follow them as you see fit. Now, the Hierophant is actually representative of the sign Taurus, and we're in sun season of Taurus. So, like I said, that structure, that regimented, persistent. It's persistent. It may be slower and it's not as, action-oriented as fire signs, or maybe even as intellectually based as the air signs, which, we have planets in that. But this is saying, trust the regular, natural process you've been doing, and stick with it. With 2 of the major planets I mentioned going in retrograde, they will be going back into Capricorn, also the earth sign. So, yeah. Just standard protocol, and structures that have been around for so long, are sticking to their conformity. There's a feeling of conformity for sure. But I like this for the general energies. I definitely feel some guidance and love, of course. Empress, reminder about, kind of being sensible, if nothing else, regarding our finances and our practical day-to-day course of life. And then the Hierophant, showing us and sticking with tradition and trusting in how the process will work. So let us move on to the Oracle of the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. Just a beautiful, beautiful, loving oracle that sends us guidance and open our hearts and minds to some things we may not be thinking with all this other stuff going on. So today we have, I pulled 2, the Cosmos, creativity, vastness. What a beautiful card. It's number 41. 41 is a 4 + 1, which is 5. In numerology, 5 is transformation. Everything lends to transformation, from individual to global to, mind, body, and spirit. And trust me when I tell you, this is an absolute positive thing. It's not, a lot of it can be hurtful at times. A lot of it is having to let go of stuff we've become accustomed to, but it's only to open up to a new, better way. And so let me read to you what this says from the guidance booklet. The Cosmos, 41. At the very end here. The cosmos appears always as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all life is creative and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and the vastness of the energetic exchange of conscientious influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set, in fact, contagious with the power to influence others. Let me read that again. This teaches us that every intention we set is, in fact, contagious with the power to influence others. We're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others, from an individual level to a global one. Well, that's definitely topical. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action towards your goals, as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all you create. So that's what I'm speaking about. That is the most incredible, loving, divinely and genuinely offered information for us from the Oracle of the Hidden Realms. And I just love it for us. I hope you'll take that to heart. It definitely coincides with the other messages we've had today, and I love that when there's synchronicity involved. It's just letting us know how much more powerful it is. So let me end with your super attractor manifestation card to give you even more good feeling thoughts and so forth to be able to create a life that we absolutely want. It has to come from feeling good. You cannot receive something that you want that's good if you yourself are not feeling that same good type of feeling. So it's really the best and most important way to receive and attract and manifest the life we want. What is our guidance for today? I love it. They're so simple, but they actually change the energy in our bodies, in our hearts, and start the process. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. And boy, is that true. We all are so worthy of that. And we all want that. And we want that for all of us. And I've been feeling it throughout this whole time. And I send incredible healing, restorative, Reiki energy every single morning to the entire planet, to each and every one of you. And see us as being restored and to our perfect whole selves. And that feels good. So I pray that you feel that. I pray that we all kind of add to that environment and that energy in our own way. The simplest of things can do that. And it's been proven to really be helping. And obviously it is, because things are moving. I love that you're here. I appreciate you very much. If you like what you see, please help me, support me by subscribing and pushing the notification bell. You'll know when I upload the videos. Also, you can like, which is really important, and always comment and let me know what you're thinking, what you'd like to see, and take great care of yourselves, okay? Things are getting better every single moment. Take care until next time. Bye for now.